I have a warning story. So it is a true client story. So I need to share this just as a PSA to anyone else out there in this refinance market, or if you're buying a home in general, just as an example as to how this company works. I have a client I closed a while back on a new home, and they fell into the marketing trap that is called Rocket Mortgage and fell for a fantastic story. They sold them on a 5.99% new rate. They refinanced with them, low closing costs, all that fun stuff. Sounds fantastic. And we are at a point now where we can do that, but this was a while back. This was last year. Rocket was marketing this. They decided to refinance with Rocket and this promotion that they had. And I've gotten calls from them the last few weeks. And then again, this weekend, they received a letter saying they had not paid their taxes and they were now delinquent. And, it's one of those things that when they did their loan with me, I had access to all of their information and I could help them because, it was with me. We set up her escrow account. This loan was started at the beginning of the year. So there was plenty in her escrow account by the time she refinanced to be able to pay her taxes and her homeowner's insurance when the time came. But do you think that Rocket loan officer even helped her understand how that was going to work once she refinanced in September or October of that year? No, they didn't. So would you think that maybe her escrow account would not have enough money to pay the taxes and homeowner's insurance once January rolled around? Yes, it does not have enough. And they did not explain the process to her and what that would look like and what she would need to do in order to make sure that her taxes were paid. And now calling them, getting a hold of them is nearly impossible. She calls, they can't find her account number. They can't look her up by her social. They cannot find anything. And she is having the hardest time getting a hold of somebody to actually help her. And so this is where I really want you guys to understand that going with someone who's local, going with someone who is not just on the other side of the website address, but who is here, who can talk to you, who can Zoom with you, who can meet you in person is so important because that client relationship that we're building with you at Cross Country Mortgage does not go away. And Cross Country Mortgage is trying to retain all of its loans that we do now. That is our main priority so that we can continue to service our clients at a higher expectation than other companies do, because that is our main goal, is client satisfaction. We want you to be happy. We want you to have a great investment in your home and move forward having all the help that you need at Cross Country Mortgage. So now she finally got a hold of somebody who says they don't know, but they'll look into it and get her an answer in 7 days. And I am just floored that she doesn't, one, have a certain person to reach out to, but two, that it's that unorganized. But the biggest thing to me is that she fell into that marketing, the 5.99, and they didn't even refinance her to that. They refinanced her to a 6.5. And so they didn't even honor the marketing that they had. And she's going through all this trouble for a very minimal refinance on her purchase. And so obviously they don't even act as mortgage advisors, because I would have never advised her against that. I would have advised her to wait a few more months, see if we can get a better deal, and she wouldn't have to spend that money out of pocket. Now we could even get her a lower rate, but she just refinanced with them like 4 months ago. So what I'm saying is, there might be something you see online. It might seem really great, too good to be true. And sometimes it is. Sometimes you'll get that great offer, but it comes at a cost. And that cost might be the service that you've come to expect from somebody who is there every time you call and will find an answer to your question or figure something out for you as soon as they possibly can. And a direct phone number to a loan officer, instead of just a customer service automated number who can't find your loan information, is worth more to most people than the headaches that you have to deal with when dealing with one of these online large loan companies who just see you as a transaction and not as a person. Because now she's had to deal with enough stress regarding this, and she doesn't even have an answer. I mean, I'm so tired of these stories, but I have to share them because I need everyone to understand that there's a better way to get a loan. And you can still get some of the same deals that they advertise and get the quality service that goes along with it. So if you need help, if you have questions, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to help. I am a very hands-on loan officer, and I will walk you through everything. Have a great day.